today I'm going to be budgeting out for my trip to Texas that I'm taking in October, just to show y'all what I am saving for and kind of what my goals are now moving forward. Now that I have decided the dates that I'll be traveling and all that, I'm finally ready to budget, and I get to use my new digital budget planner that I made for myself. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching. All right, so I am pumped for this trip. I cannot wait, and I'm just gonna jump straight in to budgeting for this. So the dates of my trip are going to be, let's see, I will likely be leaving October 22nd and coming back on the 31st. Those are kind of TBD until I can book flights, but that is the goal for that. So that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So we have a 10-day trip. And now we're just going to budget out for different categories. And I am going to grab out my big blue binder and just pull out the categories that I have for my savings, just to get us started. Okay, that'll be helpful as I go along. So first up, we have a stay, which is lodging. It just wouldn't fit on my tabs. So I do need to save for lodging, and my thought was to initially I was just going to save $350 because it's less days than California, but I don't know that we'll be able to get as many free hotels as we did when we went to California. So I am going to budget $500 in total for this. It's just kind of arbitrary, but if we divide that by 10 days, that's $50 a night. Some nights will be paid for, some nights won't. So I think that will be a good average. And I want that by, let's just say September, well, let's say mid-August that I want that, so I can book some Airbnbs and such, but I'm almost done saving for that now, so good to go on lodging. Also, sorry if this bothers you that it's at a slant. That's just like how I have to write. So that is for our stay category. So let's put that in parentheses. And then next up, we are going to do flights. Oh wait, we don't need flights because that's in my friend's wedding budget already. So that is great. So we are just going to put this back in here. Travel is my next fund in here. So we are going to do transportation in general. So let's do transportation. And we'll call that travel. And then in a different color, I'm going to do the subcategories for that. So we're going to do rental car. And then we're going to do gas. We're going to do parking because I learned last time that I want to have a parking category. So for my rental car, I think the goal is going to be $400 again, which is probably more than I need, but still going to do it. For gas, I'm going to budget $100, and for parking, I'm going to budget $50. So that means in total we have $550 that we want. Oops, I put that in the wrong. $550 for all of this. And that is going to be $55 a day in total, $40 a day for rental car, $10 a day for this, and $5 a day for parking. And I hope to have this by different dates. Gas and parking I don't need until the actual trip date. So I'll say October 22nd for when I actually leave. But rental car I want ahead of time. So for rental car, I would like that by September. So then for both, we'll just say September/October, depending on the category. So that is for transportation, which is this category in my big blue tabs. Next up is food and drink. So I am thinking that I'll do it kind of similar to what I did for California. So I'm gonna do food and drinks. And for food, I would love to do $50 a day, and for drinks, I'd love to do $20 a day. So in total, that is $70 per day. And if you multiply that by 10 days, that means we have $700 we need to save for this, $500 for food, and $200 for drinks. So for both of these, we don't need them until October 22nd. And I hate the way that came out, so let's redo that. Okay, that's better. All right, so that is my next category. So we're done with that one now. Next up is fun. So that is going to be my fun entertainment type category. So for this, I was thinking that I would do $25 per day times 10 days is $225. No, $250. And I'm being a little more ambitious with this budget just because I don't want to overspend, but I think I'm not going to be able to save all of this money in time if I'm being realistic with myself. So anyway, for entertainment, I want to save this by September if possible, so that I can buy a few things ahead of time, like tickets to things and whatnot, but we'll just see how I make that happen or not. Next up is spend, which is spending. And for that, that's just for miscellaneous spending for whatever I want to do. And that is $20 a day, which is $200, and I won't need that until the date that we go. So that is good there. And then my last category is miscellaneous. Oops. And for that, again, a little ambitious. I'm going to go for $20 a day, which I don't think I'll need all of this, but I won't need it until October 22nd. So let's see. This is going to hurt me to add all this up because I haven't done this yet. So we've got $500 for lodging, $550 for travel, $700 for food and drinks, $250 for entertainment, and then $400 for the last two categories. So that means we are trying to save $2,400, which is painful to think about saving all of that by October. So that's not great. So let's figure out what our plan is going to be. So all right, so let's start with my August starting balance. So let's see what we have going into August in my Texas fund, which is in just right now in lodging. So we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 420, 440, 460, and 470. So we have 470 already. So that means left to budget is $1,930. So then something else I want to consider is the weeks in October that I'll be gone for. So I'll be gone, let's see, it'll be week 1, week 2, week 3. So I'll be gone for week 4 of October and a little bit of November, week 1. So let's see. Oops. So I'm thinking in terms of how much money can I spend out of my weekly spending money. So October, week 4 spending. So out of my October week 4 spending money, I bet I could put, I can definitely put at least 160. So let's call it 200. out of that. So then if we include that, that means we just have $1,730 left to budget. Let's call this $230 just to get rid of that. So $1,700 left to budget for. So that leaves us with the months of August, September, and October to budget. So if we, gosh, divided that by 3, we need to save like $500 a month. That is unfortunate. Okay, so let's make it a goal and just see what happens. So that would at least give me $1,500. So it'd only be off by about $200. Whoa, what did I do? Okay, so for August, now I have my regular income. I already budgeted $140 from that. So that means from my side hustle income, I need to budget at least $360. So I do have 5 paychecks though. So we could say a goal would be $80 per side hustle paycheck. Okay, so that's the goal for August. For September, let's see. I wonder if in September, because I'll have less trips I need to budget for, I wonder if I could put $200 away from my regular income, and that would just leave me with $300 from my side hustle income. So this goal would be $75 per side hustle paycheck. I need these goals because they help me, like, when I go to budget out my side hustle paychecks, it helps me remember what I need to prioritize first. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And then in October, I will have my whole month's income from my regular income. So let's go for another 200. Well, let's do, let's go for 250 in the month of October, because I'm gonna have less side hustle income months. So let's see, for the month of October, we'll have 1, 2, 3 side hustle incomes before the trip. So that would leave $250 divided by 3 paychecks. So that means we'd have to put another $80, oops, $250 in total. So the new goal would be $80 per side hustle paycheck, because there's only 3. All right, so that is helpful for me just to keep an eye on. And then because we've already saved $470, we can start filling this out. So the total goal for Texas is going to be $2,400. So that means each line, there are 50 of them. So we take 2,400 and divide them by 50. And that means we need to fill in a line after we save $48. So we have saved 470, is that what I said? 470 divided by 48 means we can fill in 9 lines. So I've never used the highlighter on here, but let's do that. Yes, I like that one. Okay, so highlighter, Oh, good. So we can fill in 9 lines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so that is what our savings tracker looks like so far. We are definitely on our way. We're getting there, hoping to make a lot more progress this upcoming month, but I'm going to go in and just put that this was from July. So that is what our savings looks like right now. And then these are just pages I can use to plan out the trip. I have the day before and the day after, just in case our trip adjusts at all. And then that's like kind of it. So I might bring y'all up to speed on these pages as I fill them in. So we'll just kind of see. If you're interested in that, let me know down below. I also have travel info pages that I can fill in as I go, as I get ideas or as we book things, just to keep track. And then that's kind of it for this. So I hope y'all enjoyed this budget video for my Texas trip. Now I'm going to be updating my trackers inside Big Blue to reflect the savings goals that I have in here, and we'll see how much I can save before I leave. A little worried about it, but it will be fine. I'll figure it out, and I can always pull from my generic vacation sinking fund if I need to. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.